of like strategy decomposing, only different. So I wrote the numbers 17 and 7, and I broke up the 17 into 7 and 10, and then I add then the 7 and 7 I wrote both 7, and then there was then I wrote more at the bottom of 10.
So class, if you're not understanding Dominic's thinking right now, it's your chance to hear from Dominic why he solved the problem in this way. So if you have questions, now's your chance. Our job is to see if we can get Dominic's strategy to fit our brain.
I wonder why you didn't put some 7 plus 7 and you write the plus and I didn't write the answer of the plus. I did not write the answer of plus because I knew because when Ms. Montoy-Wilson told the prompt, she said it said at the end, how many more teachers like chocolate than vanilla?
It's time to check back in with Luis.
How many people that love more chocolate or vanilla?
Looks like mathematicians are still wondering about your strategy, Dominic. Call on a quiet question finger. 3, 2.
Why did you use the 10? 10? From the 17. I used the 10 from the 17 because I was trying to figure out how many more. Do you understand that?
If you're not sure, Ruth, what do you say? Dominic, it might help to tell your friends what you knew the question was asking and how you chose to solve it.
I knew what the question was asking because, well, I'm not really sure the answer for that question, but I thought of it, I thought of it this way because when I break the 17, sort of like decomposing, only that I'm not adding. I'm making sure. I'm looking for what number is more. Just think of it this way, like in 17 there's 7, and in 7 there's just 7.
So, I'm sorry.
And Fernando? I have a question. So, why didn't you add this? Why did you add the 7? If you're not adding, then why did you go to set? Why did you add the 7 and 7 together and then say both 7? I did that because I was looking at the numbers. I saw 7 and 17, and in 17 there's 10 and 7, and the 7 and 7 they're both 7. So those numbers are both equal. Thank you. Now I understand why you added 7 and 7 together because they're both equal. Like, I don't mean like add, but like put together.
So, Dominic, it sounds like you matched them, but did you add?
No, I didn't add.
So maybe instead of drawing a plus, we can just keep that line that's connecting them. So maybe, I think the plus might be confusing our scholars. Should we erase it since you didn't add? So Dominic used decomposing to solve this problem. Show with your thumbs if you understand why, and thumbs down if that does not match your brain yet. Thanks for being honest, scholars. Okay. Have one more friend that's checking in their brain if that matches their brain, or if it doesn't fit in their brain yet. Okay. Oh, sorry, Dominic, go ahead.
Why do you put more tens if I don't see more tens? I did not put more tens because in 17 there's not like 30 tens or 1,000 tens. There's only 1 10. Why write more under 10? I wrote more under 10 because you see 7 and 7. Well, they're equal. And this is how much more it is. So there's 10 more.
Scholars, I can see that Dominic's strategy is really challenging for your brains. Give a nod if it's challenging. Here's what we're going to do. Fernando, there's another scholar in our class that solved the problem in a different way. Is there only one way to solve our problem?
No.
We're going to have this friend share their way, and then we're going to go back and see if the way that this scholar explained their strategy helped us to better understand Dominic's strategy. Understood? Let's give a round of applause to Adriana. Come on down. Adriana, body check. Adriana, this time, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to start with the prompt and then tell how you thought about the problem and why you solved it in this way, and then show what you did on your problem. Start with the prompt and then say what you did in your brain when you read this, and then write what you wrote on the board. Dominic, come back and write what you wrote. We're going to check back in with your thinking. Go ahead, Adriana. Read the prompt, please, and then tell us what you did in your brain to solve the problem in this way.
I asked teachers, do you prefer chocolate or vanilla? 17 teachers prefer chocolate, 7 teachers prefer vanilla. How many more teachers like chocolate than vanilla? I solved it by
Great listening, Gerardo.
By putting 17 cubes.
Let's count with Adriana, mathematicians. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Then I put 7 more cubes on the bottom.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I drew a line to see the same number of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Adriana, can you tell your classmates why you're erasing?
Because I drew them too small. 1, 2.
So, Adriana, it looks like you're going to have the same problem again. I noticed that you want it to get to what number?
7.
Okay, so what you could do What did you do on your paper? You drew a
line.
Let's start with the line.
1, 2, 3.
Tell your class why you drew a line on your paper.
I drew a line to see how many more people like chocolate.
And why did you draw the line at 7?
Because that was where the other number ended.
Uh-huh.
Four, 5, 6, 7. And then I counted how many cubes are over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there were 10 more people who like chocolate than my name.
And what did you write on your paper?
I wrote chocolate up here. And vanilla on the bottom.
Any questions? Awesome scholar body, Dominic. Even though you already shared your strategy, you are trying to learn a new way to show your thinking, a new way to think about the problem.
I just wanted to tell you, and you could think of the doubles and put 14 on the bottom for the 7. What do you mean by like if you think of 7 plus 7, it would equal